little late today, but
Hey,
here we
come,
are.
it's me.
We are here.
I'm spinning in a new universe.
It's me. We are here. Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business?
Geil.
To tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Tonate.
The one behind the courtroom bombing incident?
He suddenly said he's ready to tell the truth about the case.
Well, right now? That's odd. Isn't it?
And what he was saying was so incredible. I just had to come right over to hear more.
But where is he? I don't see him.
Incredible. What was he saying?
Is it weird we don't see him at all?
Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself?
Hello, Raccoon Mario. Really? Us? Are you sure?
I give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now. The boomer.
Oh, here he is.
Wait, what? Oh my. You, what nerve you have to come here? You're here to laugh at me, I suppose.
Like I'd waste my breath on you.
Oh,
After all,
he got his glasses again?
you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital.
Violence? No. Question? Okay.
Did you say, I don't know.
No violence? Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him.
I...
Fine, then just answer me this, Mr. Tonade. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. For some fucking reason again. When I killed Detective Army, there was another person in the room.
Great, man.
Rude.
What are you talking about? Who else could have been there?
I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone hand as they were stealing the remote switch. This person was there and witnessed the murder I committed.
What?
I don't know who it was. But that's who blew up the courtroom.
You expect us to buy that?
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psych locks. So I guess he must not be lying. Yeah, well, we had this one before, you know, no psych locks. You know, the evil client who was like super cool and then he turned out to be evil.
He turned out
That's the
to be
exact same situation.
Pardon me, I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth, I did not detonate that bomb. And there you have it. We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it.
Wow.
Look at that chip over there.
Wow, great.
We haven't found any new facts yet, though.
Oh, they've laid it all out, piece by piece.
Oh, look at that. Those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them.
Uh-oh. Looks like his geek switch has been activated.
I love bombs.
Phony Fantive bomb added to the court record.
Oh, good. Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning. Anything but that. Disappeared. I'm afraid I have to be off now, too. I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
You're going to see Athena now?
That's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go. Ah!
Oh no! That's terrible!
Bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning is over to see her.
And after we came all this way too. Well, I guess it's back to the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
My God, what are you doing?
Well,
What is that? What is that knife? No! Hey, it's Phony Fanty.
You know this character?
Yeah, it's the craze at my school too.
I had no idea this thing was so popular.
There are two camps, the bum rap Riney fans and the Phony Fanty fans. And then there's the Eel Dog fans and the Q-Taro fans. Which side are you on, Daddy?
Well, as a lawyer, I'd like to avoid both of them if I can help it.
well,
Damn.
So yeah, worst
location.
month ever.
Maybe it gets worse. Lol, 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 lol.
Yeah, it just started. It probably gets worse. I probably won't even get my money back.
Oh my god. What is this?
Judge Tron.
Look, there's the spike ball.
wow, great.
So this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge.
And where people were directed to evacuate from via the emergency ladder. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. Speaking of someone who works with robots.
Daddy, look, over there!
So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right?
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Paul and Aura Blackwell? I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, welcome to spoil our fun, just when I was enjoying our alone time.
Josie and Mr. Ride.
If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own.
And I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate this lab.
Well, this is my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping. What is that?
What about this?
Actually, did you change the name?
Yes.
Can you tell me anything about this piece of evidence?
Even if I could, I wouldn't tell a filthy liar like you.
What a pleasant response.
Okay, enough guns.
I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of the director. And suddenly Starbuck was out and your little subordinate, the princess, was in. Case closed and they all lived happily ever after. Daddy, say something to her.
Insult her.
And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right?
Princess, huh? Guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena's innocent.
Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo?
I don't know yet.
Apollo, how could you? What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate?
I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena?
Yeah, all this laughing has worn me out. You tend to say something, hunk of junk.
Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Terran? But that's Apollo you're talking to.
Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost. Ghost Q-Taro.
Mr. Terran, how are you? How are your injuries, Mr. Mr. Aaron? How are your injuries, Mr.
I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course.
A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium. Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena no matter what you have to say about it.
I'm perfectly foolish. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago.
Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago?
Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return?
I'd like to hear about that incident too. It will help me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case too?
Well, if you're the one who's asking Apollo, come on, hunk of junk, you tell the story.
But Miss Aura, that's private information.
Tusk, if you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk.
Duracell.
Yes. Who cares about personal privacy? Not me. I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities. Sega Genesis,
Wow, what a
Sega Mega
reference.
Drive.
What a
Abilities to impart all available information.
Was that reference?
I'm pretty sure it is. Why would he suddenly say blast processing?
Wow, what a magic trick. He's like a completely different robot now.
The bodies of all robots that come through this lab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger than... Am I
Yikes,
crying or what the heck?
You don't want to get recycled, Clonko.
And then our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Metis Sykes.
Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing?
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis transcend humans.
Even more robots.
Oh.
Metis. Meth.
Huh? She just glanced over at her desk.
Nobody could continue Metis' research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that are left of Metis here on Earth.
The robots are all that's left? Isn't she leaving out a very important someone?
We built the ultimate creations together, but now she's gone.
I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter. And almost as much as she loved you.
What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
Miss Aura, would you like a tissue?
Give your trap shot, hunk of junk. Clanko is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better. What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies.
What do you mean by that?
The program Metis wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So I can do anything I want to them. I can even rape them.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things.
Why are you people looking into such an old case now, anyway?
Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case.
So Daddy's going to find out who killed Dr. Sykes too. Ugh. I'm sure you're aware of who Metis' killer is.
Yes, a black quill, or so it seems.
That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it?
I can't say anything for sure right now. But that's exactly why I would like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure.
I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. learned psychology is said to give himself an edge in court.
Ah, Prosecutor Blackwell's 40. His infamous power of suggestion technique.
Exactly, and he was oddly serious about it, rather than the teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like how a loyal samurai would treat his sovereign.
Huh. Seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me.
He even got along well with that miserable little princess. Why do you call Athena the princess, anyway? Well, she's met his daughter, after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides, doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around?
Well, I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Aura yesterday. It all makes sense now. What doesn't work today, Dario?
The text-to-speech. I don't know why it doesn't work.
So the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then.
What does it settle?
None of your business. Just forget you had anything. How long are you people going to hang around in here anyway? What? But we came here to take a look around. You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant.
Oh my god, look.
No, he's dying.
We're not the
robot
police,
choker.
so we don't have one.
Then get out! Now! Conco, shut them out.
Certainly, Miss Aura.
No.
Ouch, don't push.
My apology. I'm just following orders by punching. Wow.
And I'm still spinning and spinning and... Ah!
What a way to get shown out.
Enough of that woman. What's with that horrible attitude?
I guess that's just how she is.
And why was Apollo going along with her?
I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo lost Clay just like how Aura lost Dr. Sykes.
I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that.
Wow,
I
guys.
guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky?
Oh.
I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Hey, wait, Trucy, come back! She's gone. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office, alone.
And that's all you can do. Move.
Move.
24 days before Christmas.
Well, here I am. This office has never felt so empty. I guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And then, for a while after that, she was always by my side. Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired.
Wow, weird.
Huh? There's something on the floor. What's the letter doing here? Hey Nick, it's been a while, huh? Miss me? I know the handwriting. I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom? That must have really been something. Although weird is par for the course with you. I think she, or whatever paper she's reading, is a little off on the details. I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part of my training. Wait, is that Maya?
I would say so.
I would say, if she says Nick, I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And also that doodle, I recognize it. What was her voice again?
Well, I guess it
So
was
instead,
just...
think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I send. I'm sure they would cheer you right up.
Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Mayor. It's as if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Wow, there she is. And look,
by just showing a screenshot.
Yeah, it's just a screenshot in the first game.
Oh.
Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. This Magatama I use on Cyclops. Maya is the one who gave it to me. But I wonder how this letter got here.
Mr. Nick.
Look! Eek! Wow. Oh,
Well,
it's you,
she's-
Pearls. You
she's
got a
older.
3D model now.
Wow. Never do this first.
When I see you wearing your attorney's badge like that, it brings back such memories.
Oh my god, PM is
No.
dying. No, PM.
No,
don't
don't
do
choke.
it.
Don't choke.
Don't
No.
rip out your
No.
dick, PM, please.
Don't do the choke. No.
I remember you. I remember you helping me conduct my investigations from time to time.
I'm glad I can help again.
Thanks. You always provide such great assistance. Especially
Well, she's
to
not
PM.
anymore 8 years old, man.
I do my best to live up to Mystic Mayor's standard.
Or was it 6?
I don't know what I'd do if Pearls wasn't here right now. Well, can't you look at the profiles?
No, it's not added yet.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
it's not added yet.
Oh. Well, how old was she in the
Eight,
second game,
I
I
think.
guess?
If,
7 or
if this,
8.
So this
it was
battle
7,
takes
it's 7
place
years.
7
years or
ago.
something.
I'm
Or
sorry.
wasn't it 7?
I'm sorry I want to be of help, but I'm still in training and nothing about that is coming to mind, I'm afraid. I'm really deeply sorry.
No, it's okay. I shouldn't have shown you something so trivial anyway. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Exactly. This conversation was in the previous game, actually. Exactly that.
Oh. Well, actually, have you noticed that everything is 7 years ago? Everything when it's
Oh.
something in the past, it's always 7 years. Why is it 7 years?
Because it's a good number.
Is that a pamphlet?
We know the Apologize pleb did also 7 years or something. I clicked,
And-
man.
And my mobile phone is also 7 years old.
What?
Actually-
oh my
actually-
god.
Actually, more than that. 7.5, I would say.
And the
This is
Switch
not-
is also 7 years.
I just love to look at pamphlets.
I bet you find vacation pamphlets especially exciting, huh?
Yes, because I don't get a chance to leave the village much, what with my training. So looking at pamphlets is kind of like a hobby.
Well, the office is just full of shit. You can have as many of them as you'd like.
Oh boy, thank you.
Poor kid, wish I could take her on a real vacation.
Wow.
PM would like to take her
Ah!
on a real vacation, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I don't know
What
what
a cute little elephant.
It used to have a bomb in it, you know.
Oh my, a bomb in its stomach?
Haha, it must have been starving, huh? You'd have to be pretty hungry to want to eat a bomb.
A bomb?
And there must not have been anything else around to eat. You have to be careful never to eat anything strange yourself, Mr. Nick.
Haha, I promise. She looks genuinely worried for me.
Not anymore. Perils.
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
This is Perfect, though I call her Pearls. Balls. She's Mayor's cousin, who's also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did you?
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different.
She's even further off on the details than Maya.
Oh,
I
really?
wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls. But there's a lot going on.
Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick. Did you read the postscript on the letter?
Huh? There's more? Oh yeah, here it is. P.S.
I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearly said she would come help you. Isn't she sweet? You'd better thank her.
Oh, so that's what you're doing here. That's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Mayor and Pearls, thanks to these two, I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I'm going to whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I'll need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn more about this case. If the trial is still going on, they must be holding him down at the detention center.
What to do? Is she now the NPC?
Has it been a while since you've seen Mystic Mayor?
Yes, quite a while. She used to drop by the office sometimes to say hello. But she hasn't been by recently. I wonder what she's up to these days.
To become a spirit medium worthy of heading the Fae clan, she undergoes rigorous training. But she says she's growing really tired of the vegetarian diet.
I'll have to have some burgers delivered to her then.
Oh, I'm sure she would love that. But to get where she is, the delivery person would have to climb a steep mountain.
I hope she tips them well too.
Well, does she even have money?
Not a lot.
Your hair's nice and spiky today, as always, Mr. Nick.
Thanks, I generally try to look good if I'm going to be in court.
Do you make it spiky so that the prosecution will feel intimidated?
Huh? No, that's not exactly my intention.
Your hairstyle is to make you look bigger and stronger, just like a rooster's comb, right? That's what Mystic Mayor says anyway.
She couldn't compare it to something cool like a lion's mane.
Guess not.
So we're now in.
Oh, there she is. 17? What?
This makes sense.
She
But
looks
it's still
almost the same. Hardly
Okay,
believable,
a little.
actually.
I mean, I guess a
But
little
she's still
bit.
underage, so for PM it's
Yes,
fine.
yes, it is still underage.
Oh, God.
But actually,
And,
she does look a little bit older, though. A little bit taller.
Can I believe she's younger
Yeah, she-
than?
Yeah, she looks a bit older than Trucy. I mean, no.
How old is she?
I mean, she looks, she aged as much as Trucy. There you go.
Look at the age to see.
Wow.
What did Dario say again? Look, 18.
She's 16. She's even younger.
It's true. Now Dario is in shock. What's my mission again?
Your mission is to
Your mission is to
infiltrate.
get my money back.
Money back from Ace. Oh wait,
Whoa.
is she now the NPC or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's no NPC left.
Because I guess Trucy just isn't important enough in
Well,
this
look
game.
who's here. I wonder what they're talking about.
All this time, and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray.
Oh.
I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackwell.
Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk.
Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today?
Enough for today? Today's all there is when there's no tomorrow.
And there's no tomorrow? What is she talking about?
We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down.
Alright, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Do as you please. See if I care. Ah!
Ugh!
Wow. I could cut the tension with a katana.
Right, Dono.
It looks like a Fulbright saved your case in court this morning.
What? Oh yeah, he did. He bounced back to business quick.
Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was just a thing to do. But as a result, Syke Stoner was arrested. Was that just the thing to do, too? Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do?
Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence.
I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you. Right, Dono?
This is blade-proof glass, right?
What is this punch proof?
It looks very weird from this perspective. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know. Like, he
me.
looks straight at you with those eyes, you know. How can you call yourself a lawyer if you can't even protect your own subordinate?
Ugh. I swear I'll get her acquitted. You'll see.
Your mind must be as dense as the hair on your head. Do you really think it will be so easy?
I'm more than aware of how hard it's going to be. Thank you very much. So, what do you think? Looks like it wasn't important enough to warrant even a contemptuous humph.
How about the elephant? Oh. Let's talk to him, man.
Prosecutor Blackwell, we are looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 Years Past, aren't you?
You villain, where did you hear that?
This glass is absolutely, positively blade-proof, right?
What if he punches the glass?
No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single oops.
Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you?
Guard! The guest is leaving.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
Huh. I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Syke Stoner's mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
Prosecutor Blackwell.
Guard, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you.
Well, he's right behind him.
Yeah, he's behind him.
There he goes.
No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackwell! Now what are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer?
There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you just a little more about that old case?
Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know? Wait, what?
Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted?
A little. The police called the incident UR1 incident. You're one.
You are Mr. Gay.
Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you.
I don't know what to think about that one.
There were two decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly.
2 pieces of evidence, huh? What were they?
Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime.
The only one, huh? Ouch. That does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage?
Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now.
But he has a picture of an VHS tape, apparently. I guess I'll have to see it some other time. 7-year-old video added to the court record, but you can't see it.
Yeah, what the heck? Why did we put it in the court record?
What was the second piece of evidence?
This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. Which I have right here somehow. See? There he is, at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana.
What was that thing on the table?
I don't know what that is.
Looks like a dead robot or something.
It was the victim's kept on display in the room. She had the thing for Japanese culture.
What? Then she also had a thing for Kyutaro, I guess? Wow! It'd be hard to explain this one
I thought
away.
she was Japanese.
Katana added to the court record. But who took this picture, detective?
The incident happened the day before the Hat and Wand launch. A reporter who had come to the store on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took.
Photo of the crime.
Even more
added
evidence.
To the court record. Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he?
Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches.
What did you just say? Execution date?
What? Did I say something? Never mind me. You didn't hear a ding. Execution.
So he was given the death sentence?
Yes, he told me not to tell you people actually, but I tell everything, so whatever, man. But I guess there's no sense hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow? No.
Miss Blago, don't you think that's enough for today?
Enough for today. Today's all there is when there's no tomorrow.
But what if the cover of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago?
It would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blacko would be executed tomorrow under false charge.
That would be unthinkable. We have to do something right now.
Yeah, I want to do something. I want to, but you're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision.
I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of fight?
You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him.
Uncooperative. When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow.
Oh, pardon me. It looks like I have a phone call. Fulbright here. What? What's happening? You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding!
It's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show of it right now.
Mr. Lawyer, the robots are...
Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction?
Not a malfunction! They're staging a revolt! The machines are rebelling against humans!
Seriously?
They've holed themselves up in the space area and taken visitors as hostage!
Of course. They did what?
It's not Terminator.
What the fuck?
No. Trucy. I knew something was up when she was leaving. I knew it.
We have to get right over there! This is going to be one heck of a battle!
Wow.
No, it's LPG.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Look at that guy. He's trying to get in.
No, sir! Don't go there! The riot police are here. Then the robots really are holding people hostage?
Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose a group of people are swarming around?
But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost.
You robots have declared war on us humans! You've even taken hostages already!
Stay away from the summoner! You never know what it will do!
He's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me? I recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay here on your own?
Leave it to me. Alright, people, what's going on here?
Pearl, it's over here.
Oh, Mr. Nick, here you are. I heard the terrible news and I got so worried.
Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself.
We're in the wrong movie now.
I'm so glad you have found each other. When people are happy, I am happy. But now,
Seems the same
give me
as
the
before.
girl or I'll fucking kill you. When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... did I say something odd? Did I? Error.
Uh-oh, there is something wrong with him.
Fucking blue screen.
Looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired.
Klonko?
I'm evil. Human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over.
Ah, the robots are rebelling.
Everybody run!
It's no one more. It's the end of the world.
Fools, how could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remotely.
What?
But it is true, I have taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey you, hostage number 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them.
Huh?
Wow,
Is something
somebody
being
put the
displayed-
fucking JPEG on my screen.
There's something being displayed on Klonko's face screen. It's the Space Museum.
Daddy, is that you?
Trucy? Trucy, is that you? No. Trucy, are you alright?
About 50 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. The researcher's the one behind it. She's here called...
Wonder who could it be?
This girl talks too much.
Trucy! Trucy! Talk to me!
Why are you doing this?
I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening. Bobby Fulbright here. I'm all ears. I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Terrence murder. Athena Sykes.
Athena?
No, hold on just a moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? Well, I'll just pick one out then.
No, wait! Mr. Lawyer! I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but...
But you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do. But promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either.
Of course I won't. Now I better go contact headquarters.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
I have no idea yet. This hostage taker. Could it be?
If you don't bring me that little princess, I have Funko Junk kill all hostages.
Princess? Hunk of junk? There's only one person this could be. Mr. Atchworth. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining... What? Bargaining? I couldn't read
Bargaining chip.
it. Chip.
I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackwell.
Well, even if you don't have plenty, you jerk.
Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not a murderer.
What are you talking about? She's been arrested. They've got her in detention.
I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena, it's someone else.
Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer?
I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case?
It's too late to change what's going on happen now, no matter how wrong it is.
But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it.
Just what exactly are you proposing?
What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker?
Retry
Retry it in
court.
court?
Let's try this.
I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth.
Ha ha ha. That's good. Real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready. Wait, what the fuck? 1 hour, but that's impossible. Please give me at least until tomorrow. If you don't mind losing Hasa, you can take all the time you want. Oh, wait. If we're going to have to retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
She will?
And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But hunk of junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now follow, hunk of junk. Riot police, make the way. We're counter.
Snake, wait, I'll help you with the investigation.
Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate that, because I really need an NPC right now. Okay, we are going in.
December. I still have December.
Aura dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I don't know what's taking so long, but we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago.
Mr. Wright,
Ah, it's the hostage taker.
I'm back into my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
A guest?
Anime. Uh-oh. What is this now?
Oh my god, it's
Oh
him.
my god! It's him! Damn, look how he has the most awesome car ever.
I'm so cool I have an anime cutscene.
I trust you've been well, right?
I have glasses now. Why, he came so fast?
Patchworth! Oh my god, this game has everything! Everyone is here!
Well, except
Where's
Maya.
Gumshoe then? Gumshoe is
And
not.
Gumshoe, yeah.
What are you doing here? This is Miles Atchworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor, but now...
Now he's doing fucking nothing, really.
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon it will be a year, right?
A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss?
First.
I'm just staring at
badge.
you. It must be nice to finally have your attorney's badge back.
Well, Atchworth looks a bit different. I guess it's the glasses. Yeah, it's been 8 years. I'm sorry for all I put you through.
Or you can see how old he is. Oh, too far.
There he is.
He is in.
34.
Okay. Very old.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't able to help you.
Nah, I was the one that made the decision.
But now you can stand in court once again. And you can mow them down just like you used to.
Way to put pressure on a guy. And since when did I get such a brutal reputation?
Another young life lost to the hands of a cruel killer.
Sure. You don't think Athena's the culprit, do you?
That's up to the evidence and the truth to reveal, right?
And what about the hostage situation?
The law will deal with the hostage taker. Remember, we must never stoop to threats or acts of violence ourselves. Even if people's lives are on the line.
Edgeworth. He may be a stickler for the rule of law, but I have no better ally in this world than him.
Right. Please stop presenting random evidence just so you can see how the person will react.
That's totally a fourth wall break there. But
No.
that's the thing, I need to see how people will react in order to question them.
And what if it's evidence that the person is a privy to?
Hahaha, that doesn't happen much.
Huh. You never change. And I'm afraid I'll never understand your assortment of oddball clients either.
So what are you doing here, Edgeworth?
The captor chose me as the prosecutor for UR1 case. What?
Oh, she's good. She went all the way up to the top.
I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown.
You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thanks, I appreciate this. I could really use the help.
I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was psychologist Dr. Metis Sykes.
Yeah, Athena's mother.
7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have two crime photos and the police notes of them for you to see. Holy shit. Looks pretty violent.
What a terrible way to die.
This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. 7-year-old photos added to the court record.
I also have the autopsy report for you.
But is it the latest one? The weapon struck the heart, and so death was instantaneous.
The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene.
Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture.
The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch.
Yes, Director Cosmos mentioned this too.
And a few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor.
I hear this trial was over in a flash.
Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was a decisive evidence against him too.
A security camera video. And a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall.
And did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive?
To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why.
So that means he must still be hiding something.
Right, and there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public.
Yeah, I know, the part about the spy, right?
Right, how on earth do you know all about that?
Director Cosmos told me after a bit of pressure. He told me the espionage and sabotage were behind the Head 1 miracle.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets.
Really? Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell as being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy...
We can stay the execution?
It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you in any way I can.
Thanks, Ashworth. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence.
Let's do it together.
Is
So
it time to swap?
now he says 5 minutes, like always.
It is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
'Cause then it would be 1 hour. But then again, if you do it now, then Taro gets 1 hour to play. So,
So there's a time limit?
well, I mean,
Damn.
Yes.
well then
This
let's
is the time
swap.
limit anyway.
But actually, let me see. Let me see if the party is still going on.
Wir feiern die ganze Nacht. Oh yeah. And now I am talking. I collected my stars. And now we'll beat Bowser in his own game. Oh. I kill my controller now. Ugh.
Yeah,
Finally, you're back.
yeah, it's over. So I will play for 50 minutes and then I'll go to bed.
Want to go to
15
bed
minutes?
now?
In 50 minutes!
15 minutes? Not just kidding.
Idiot.
See,
Maren.
idiot!
This is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgetron JTO2.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even complete yet.
He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either.
They were building a Hope space probe. No wait, they're building a Hope space probe here at the time.
What was that? It's like
I
you
got-
completely
I-
missed something.
Yeah, I got distracted by that light there. I was like, what the fuck?
What, the
It was
light?
just- yeah, it was, but it was just
Don't look into
that-
the light,
It's
Dario.
that land.
Look
It's
away.
that land. It's that land port. You know when it lights up. But it was
Wow.
extremely bright there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room.
Anyway, I hate bling bling, so I never
So it
have
was
bling
long
bling.
gone by the time someone took this picture, huh?
You can see the pro in this newspaper photo.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too.
That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture?
Yes, yes, it is. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo.
Where are you going and what are you doing, PM?
I don't know what he's doing.
I look forward I can, but then the guy popped in. Not only that, but before the got my voice. But before what's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me?
But not only that, but before the lunch, a very very piece of moonwalk was stolen.
Now your voice was
Oh.
kinda a bit more high-pitched than usual.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days.
Can I find a way on?
They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization.
I hope he's not popping in again.
It's like we're in the new space race of every other country out there.
Okay, he's not coming, right?
So the person who stole it, think it was our spy?
I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit.
It's It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor?
That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope Space Pro that fateful day.
Edgeworth seems less threatening than usual and more calm. You know?
Well, I mean, to be
Well,
honest,
he's also
I mean,
getting older, obviously.
yeah, and you know, the whole guilt of that incident is long gone, so I guess he's more chill. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body.
First on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right?
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Paul and Aura Blackwell? I wonder what they're talking about.
They're talking about your mom. Oh.
Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule?
Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made shock-resistant bag. But how did you know?
Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all.
So looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he?
Hope capsule updated in the call record. What's this? It looks like a giant power plug.
It's attached to that what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. Yay! That's a charging station for us robots. You come here periodically and charge ourselves up.
Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool.
If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see?
Oh my
It's
god.
the most creepiest fucking thing ever.
She's raping them. Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts here are finger bones. They've even about as long as my legs.
There's a spiked ball and giant drill on the floor too. Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of massive destruction?
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something.
I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street doing just that. I better not think about it anymore. Hey! Look at this row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around.
Bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one. I know, we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him not to push us down the flight of stairs.
Did it. Did it. Did it.
An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation.
The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside.
I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Emergency ladder added to the call record.
What?
Oh.
Looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too.
Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearls, don't touch the...
Oopsie.
Hey, it's moving!
It appears to be a robot assembly device.
This isn't anything in the flesh. Push that dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Well,
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. What? No, it's a constant loop. Oh my god. It's constantly creating new robots.
ah!
Aura's desk is a mess, though that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do...
Letters.
Huh? She just glanced over at her desk.
Dude.
It's Metapsychs. Klonko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident?
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
Huh, so he calls Dr. Sykes mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura?
With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine imbalance. I have no idea what this word is.
Teco Lomai.
Catecholamine?
Catecholamine imbalance? Oh.
Maybe it's something for
Cate-
Google, actually. It's something for Google.
Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means.
Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her. Like me. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And now failure. And then little by little, Miss Aura began to change, and I got bullied. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura.
And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Klonko, huh?
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right, take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research.
Ponko and Klonko, they are the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Ponko's serious features can determine the presence of a human with the heartbeat detection system. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. Can interpret people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. Damn, that's pretty advanced. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features, and they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing! Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you!
What's that supposed to mean? Damn, I got roasted!
It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Robots with a heart added to the court record.
We filled the evidence already.
Well, I guess that's about it for this room.
So what do you think, right? Any ideas?
There's still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Ashworth?
What he did?
Yup, he called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still despaired. Ashworth's request.
That was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back?
Yep, the Blackwell case.
Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion.
Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time.
That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of law.
Where's the D? D.
Very soon, a convict will stand as prosecutor in court, and I want you to keep an eye on him.
Oh, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now.
Oh, right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details.
Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone that other day. I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore.
Oh,
Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about.
cool.
Man, it's always the dark age of the law, huh?
The dark age of the law sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
When I became a chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago.
When Mr. Wright stopped being a lawyer, I guess.
A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence. And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Wait, do you mean?
That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackbones.
It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it.
It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. Is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him?
The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times.
It sure is.
Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be?
Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly?
Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess.
Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena.
The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence.
And then maybe she'll release the hostages.
I'm counting on you, Wright, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free.
And I'll be counting on you and Cora to help me too.
Of course! I'll do everything I can to help and uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more than liberty to be a little bit unorthodox. Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena.
She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Ashworth.
Even if it will be undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. Wow. Wow.
When will we reach Christmas?
Never.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It wasn't after Christmas, it was before Christmas.
She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages.
Oh, Mr. Roy. And Pearly, too. I knew you would come. After all the first steps to interview with the defendant.
And because you're my friend and I was worried about you,
Hehe. Thanks, boss.
I'm not the only one who's worried either.
Really? Who else?
I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. Except my pussy!
No, you gotta show the badge.
Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum.
Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good.
I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs, and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Did you want
Damn.
to see that Hat 1 group photo, the one with your mother in it?
I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket.
That jacket on display? That was Dr. Sykes? Hat 1 exhibit updated in the court record.
But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me.
Anime.
Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow. But I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows, where people couldn't really see me.
Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave?
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. Whatever occurred, nobody was around, so I just went out into boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home.
No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough.
Which means, what if I'm the one who killed Clay?
I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. But will anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice and my special ability. Someday when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Wow, robots that can understand people. It was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me. Oh, sorry about that, dredging up all that old stuff.
No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones.
Oh wait, she always wore these big heavy-looking headphones. She had her mother made them for her as part of her research.
I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen. What were they for? Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand.
Okay. But let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for research.
I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me with are Richard and this earring. Oh, it's beautiful. It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too. Moonrock earring added to the court record. I better ask her for a little more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. So the game already tells me what to do.
What? Hand holding?
Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab.
You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko.
Yeah, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know. Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo, too. See, Ponko's bandages, I put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was!
It looks like there's something written on the bandages.
Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Ponko." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in the Flash.
Flash.
She must be the thing I made move in the robotics
universe.
lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me what she could do.
A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the space center?
Yes, a little, and this person has ever taken hostages?
I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago.
What? You're kidding me! So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might?
Yep, I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, did you know him back then?
Yes, he used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate and straight as an arrow. No gays allowed, I guess.
Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. And mega gay, lol.
I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Please, you have to listen to me. PM raped me. He didn't kill her. His heart was screaming that we didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about?
She heard the voice of his heart.
You were only only 11 then, right? You were very brave just to give testimony.
Pearls is right. You did the very best you could at the time.
But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl, small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be.
New conversation unlocked.
I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me.
Doesn't seem like Athena knows. The prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow.
I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him. Ah!
Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. You can still hear my down-pitched laugh.
Yes, yes.
I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say?
No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent.
He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to back then.
If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here.
Oh, I thought you might be here! Mr. Lawyer, we're in trouble!
We are? What is it?
I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session.
Oh no, but this is an emergency.
It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Oh, thankfully, your fucking phone is ringing.
My phone! It's from Trucy.
I should just give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages.
No, wait! We still have a little more time. Besides, all of the courtrooms are being used right now.
Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think?
No, don't you dare hurt her. There has to be something I can do.
The cruelest injustice is about to befall us.
No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us.
Wait a minute. Maya?
Hey?
I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have really been something, although weird. It's par for the course of you.
That's it. There is a courtroom we can use after all. Okay. Oh.
Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her?
Hold it!
Hold it.
Hold what?
Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed.
So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway.
You're ready to start the trial? We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one blown up by the bomber.
Cool.
wonderful idea, Mr. Nick.
What? I never would have thought of that! Holy
Yeah, well,
shit.
isn't it dangerous? I mean, pieces could fall down and, you know.
It's fine.
An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go to the place right away. And who's gonna be the judge?
I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven?
My brother? Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention it's not Simon you will be defending?
What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell?
I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother. Cause I'm a
Wow.
sticker or something.
More plot twists.
You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass. What? Seeing the mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Ryde. What is she talking about, Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? What happened to my
my God, look.
eyes?
Yeah, that's like psycho eyes.
No! No!
Ooh.
Oh,
Dave
Black.
Black, man.
oh.
No way! It can't be true.
Mr. Nick, what's the matter?
I see 5 black cyclops. Black!
Where are the white ones?
Oh
my
god!
Like Gavin. I've seen these kinds of logs before. Dark, black logs protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them.
Where we
To be
did
continued.
realize that the
Is this a
Apollo
perfect way
game.
to stop?
Yes, it's
What-
absolutely perfect.
Was it 50 minutes? I don't think it was 50
Whatever.
minutes. We said 50. Just Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Oh, wait, Saturday. Fuck.
Yes, see you guys then.
Yes.
In
Bye.
2 days. Bye.